Hello, people. My name is Detroit Miracle. Yes, and Well, it appears as though King LeBron James couldn't get it done this year because his Los Angeles Lakers were swept four straight in the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets. Yep. Despite that, LeBron James played his heart out that entire season and series, in which was his 20th. But that one man show isn't enough to win a championship now. It wasn't enough with Michael Jordan until he got the right team together. He brought different characters into the puzzle. And then he even realized that, hey, he needed a solid, great rebounder. So they brought Rodman in. And then Michael Jordan was winning championships in threes. So he won three a couple of times in three-peats. But, skip ahead to LeBron James. So that's an indication that no matter how great one player is, that isn't enough to win a championship, because you need a bunch of players, or you need the right nucleus together. Like you might need a dominant center, a good point guard, good power forward, a good shooting forward. I mean, you need guys that can put up 15, 20 points easily, snatch rebounds, and great defenders. And, LeBron couldn't do it on his own. He didn't play bad in any of those series. He put up solid, decent numbers, and they were incredible for somebody who has been playing 20 years at a high level in the NBA. And LeBron James hasn't been showing any type of diminish or rust over the years. His game has been elevated to such an extent where he has consistently played well. I'm not going to say that he doesn't tend to be over dramatic at times or take flops, but nevertheless, he's a great player. He's one of the greatest of all times. But now I will not call him better than Michael Jordan, because he hasn't gotten it done consistently as much as Michael Jordan has, especially in the NBA Finals. He's been to at least 9 NBA Finals and only has won 4 of those, whereby Jordan is 6-0 in NBA Finals. He hasn't lost any of them yet. So Jordan found a way to get it done. But Jordan wasn't just a one-man scoring machine that won those championships on his own either. And LeBron wasn't just a one-man scoring machine that won championships on his own, but his solid numbers consistently aided his team in getting the job done and winning those championships. And even in the seasons that LeBron James didn't win an NBA ring, he still did a terrific job, and his numbers were solid enough to raise his team's caliber of play overall. And with that being the case, figuring in all of those things, factoring between LeBron James and Michael Jordan, people will not say that he is the greatest basketball player of all time anymore, because his team was swept by the Denver Nuggets. His Los Angeles Lakers were. It's kind of funny that the Denver Nuggets were able to sweep the Los Angeles Lakers, because I could think about different era of great Laker teams where they would dominate the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. I said Denver Broncos, but I meant Denver Nuggets. Yeah, the Lakers were constantly sweeping the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs, constantly under different Laker dominant eras of teams, such as in the case with the Magic Johnson James Worthy and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Lakers. They were sweeping the Denver basketball team constantly, and even with the Kobe Bryant Shaq Lakers, and even with the LeBron James Lakers, somewhat. It seemed like Denver was the most dominated team in the Western Conference. But all of a sudden, they are the best team. They are the most dominant team, and they are greater than this era of Lakers currently for this year, but not overall. The Lakers have gotten all of those high-priced players in there, and they spoiled them. They're paying them hundreds of millions of dollars. Those guys have big palaces, but they're not hungry no more. But look at the Denver team. They're hungry. They got young players. They're enthusiastic. They work hard. They're not as overly paid as the Laker team. So they said, hey, it's a struggle. In order for us to get to the level of the Lakers and receive the accolades and perks, we must win. We must get into the finals and win. So let's get in there, tear those teams apart and make it there. And that's a major thing that did the Lakers in, was the fact that, they're overpaid, they're spoiled, and they had gotten it done in the past, so they're not as hungry as they were. And with somebody like LeBron James, who has won 4 championships, then winning a 5th one would just mean another notch on his belt. That's not going to get you overly enthused to go out there but LeBron James has been playing his all consistently during this playoffs. He's been putting up solid, great numbers, all-star numbers. So I can't really take anything against him or take anything away from him. It's just that his team didn't rise to the occasion overall and do what they needed to do in order to beat the Denver Nuggets. They couldn't even get the Denver Nuggets to a 7th game. That's amazing. We're talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. We're talking about that. The Lakers with 17 championship banners hanging over the ceiling. And that's crazy. But money isn't always a major motivator for somebody to perform. A lot of times they got to be desperate and hungry to perform and do their very best. And I think that's one of the cases in which the Lakers were undone because of it. But hey, overall, LeBron James still has a great legacy, and it's going to be a tough act to follow. And even though his Lakers were swept this year and they didn't get it done, those guys are still going to be rich, They still got gorgeous wives, nice homes, nice cars, good fine clothes of silk. So don't cry too much for them, right? They're not sympathetic towards our plights out here, the regular people, hard working, struggling, that sort of thing. Okay, folks, I'd appreciate it if you send me those comments and put those likes down too. And please subscribe to my channel, Detroit Miracle.